Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan battle video, and today we are taking on stage 2 of Cell Max, and we did get the 6-turn clear done, so I'm going to go ahead and show you that. Right away, I just want to say if things sound a little bit differently, I am playing with some like volume settings, so I noticed, when I watch my videos, they've all been pretty quiet, so I'm trying to up the volume, so let me know if you like this setting better, if it seems like it's coming through louder to you guys, or if it's too loud, let me know and I can go back to the old settings. So anyways, all it took for me to get this done, you would think I would be doing with the Beast Gohan team, but I actually found it easier to do just the full reps of U7 team. And I mean, between UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta, I mean, they just pack so much power that they can really get through this cell fairly quickly, right? Now, one of the tricks that we do in this video is that we bring some orb changing items that give you stats per orb. Now in this video I chose to do the AGL one, so I brought two different AGL items. One changes orbs and then gives you like 5% stats per AGL orb, and then the other one was just another one that changed AGL orbs and it gave you a little bit more stats. Now when you do these orb changing items that give you 5% per orb, they have them for every typing. The character you use does not have to match the typing. So like in this video, I found that Evolution Blue Vegeta, when you kind of do that nuke method, he actually hits a bit harder than UI Goku. So I think I did it with both of them in this run, but he hits harder. Now, one of the reasons this team worked out really nice was when I was doing my Beast Gohan attempts, I didn't really have anybody on the team that lowered defense. Lowering defense, I think, is really helpful for getting this guy done quickly, because as you go through this Cell Max fight, every turn that you go, it opens up more and more debuffing. Like, he becomes immune to less things. And so what happens is, I believe it's like the 17 Golden Frieza, and I think Team Universe 7, I think both of those new EZAs lower defense. So by using them, and then actually the physical Blue Boys, they lower defense, I believe, as well. So just having all of them around to lower defense, and then the combination of kind of waiting to use the orb changing method until later on when his defense is lowered a little bit, is kind of what we do to get through this. Now, you could gamble and bring all like orb changing nuke items. You definitely could do that, right? So like if you wanted to, you could just bring 4 items that are all a different typing that do the 5% per orb, and have 4 turns where you can kind of mini nuke with a unit if you get lucky with the and each of those items can be used twice, right? So technically you could use multiple of those every turn, because you're only going to get 6 turns if you want to get this done. But then the risk you play is you don't have any defensive items, so you could opt to use like 1 slot for like a Ghost Usher or like a Whis, and then what you could do is the other 3 slots could all be like nuke items. And then if each of those nuke items, they randomly change the orb, so RNG, but you can soft reset and get new RNG on those. I did test that. So if you wanted to, you could bring 3 nuke items. Each of those you'd get 2 uses, so that'd be 6 turns of nuke items you could have. And then you just soft reset till you get good RNG on like getting a lot of orbs, pick your best offensive unit each turn, and let them kind of mini nuke with that. That's definitely a strat you could do. But I did this with just 2 AGL items. And you'll kind of see my run here. So we're eating a super here, which isn't good because he hits hard, but Team Universe 7, goated, took it for double digits. And then we have 17 and Golden Frieza. Dude, these 2 EZAs have to be like, I don't know, these 2 and then the Evolution Blue Vegeta and UI Goku are like literally 4 of the best EZAs in Dokkan history. Like, they're so good. Like, it's insane. All fitting on the same team, right? All reps of U7. Like, this reps of U7 team that I'm running right here, I would say legitimately is a top tier team in the game. And I believe, I would have to double check it, but I'm pretty sure on Tech UI Goku's leader skill, you could get Beast on there. Actually, I'm going to check it right now just because I'm thinking about it. Let me just look really quick. I'm pretty sure Beast is on Tech UI's leader skill. I have my game opened up here on the side. Oh yeah, Entrusted Will. So he covers Entrusted Will, which Beast should have Entrusted Will. I'm going to double check, but I'm pretty sure he does have Entrusted Will. He does, yeah. So what you could do potentially, it's going to make your Team Universe 7 slightly weaker, but you could swap a unit out for Beast and still run Beast on this team if you wanted to, right? The only reason I wasn't running Beast is I wanted Team Universe 7 at their best. But like running Beast on this team, like maybe instead of the Blue Boys, the physical Blue Boys would probably be the play for optimal. But I just wanted this to be kind of a themed run full U7. I like this team. I think they're great. Absolutely a fantastic team. So you guys can let me know if you got your 6-turn run done or not. But yeah, this is my run, and we did get it done. It took 6 turns. You can see here, we're on pretty good pace, right? We're on turn 3. Cell Max is near halfway dead, but being like, you know, by the end of this turn, he should be close to halfway dead. But even if we're like not at pace, that's okay, because the idea is Cell Max is going to get weaker as we get to the last turns, because we're going to be able to start lowering defense. And lowering defense actually matters here, because he is such a tanky boy, like so tanky. And that's what we need to get through him quick. It's going to be really relevant too, because we want to get to Tech UI's counter turn and hopefully be able to do a lot of dodge counters. And that should hopefully get a lot of damage through as well. So now we're at the point where Cell Max can be pretty much fully debuffed. Everything but stunning, which we don't care. We're not out to seal and stun here. We are out to lower defense is what we need to do. So on this turn, we should get some good defense lowering. I am a little bit worried about the physical blue boys on the end, obviously type disadvantage, so we do opt to Ghost Usher here. I have no units that like need to get hit or need to dodge to build up, so that's a good turn to use a Ghost Usher. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We got 11 mil here from Tech UI, and by the way, my Tech UI is 55%, so it's not like you have to have a Rainbow Tech UI, although the friend one I believe is Rainbow that I brought in here. 17 mil for these guys, dude. Team Universe 7's crazy. So crazy. But yeah, you can see there, even with like a near 20 mil attack stat, barely moved the health bar, especially without getting the crit, right? Okay, so he doesn't lower defense, but I know these guys do. So I think it's these guys, and then the Frieza 17 that lower defense. So we need like a lot of additionals out of this guy. Yeah, attack and defense lowering, which is huge, because that's going to help Cell Max. And very unlucky there. We didn't get a lot of rainbow orbs. It just was the bad RNG of that turn. So that's about like the worst they can do, because they normally are supering 2 to 3 times a turn. But we got really unlucky and didn't have rainbow orbs there for them. But we're going to start using some active skills here. I still feel like we can get it done. We got some defense lowering, so yes, we're going to start to do some orb changing. So we did AGL Chilai. That was random and then gave us 5% per orb. The other one gave us a little bit more there. So 19 orbs for Vegeta with a little bit of nuke behind it. We're going to see a really fat attack set. I'm like, you know what? Let's do it for UI Goku as well. We got a really nice orb change there for UI Goku. So this is just going to be a very loaded attack turn. Evolution Blue Vegeta and UI, because we're on turn 5, so I'm like, yes, we have to finish soon. So we pretty much blew it all out. These are my 2 best damage dealers right here. Vegeta eating a super right away for 679, so we almost lost it there. Thank God we did enough attack lowering. Vegeta getting supered immediately is the only time he's vulnerable, and sure enough it happened. But we're still alive, and that's all that matters. And we had what, like a 48 mil attack stat, 27 mil on the additionals, and guaranteed crits. This is why Evolution Blue Vegeta and UI are so good at this, because they're guaranteed critting. I wish we would have gotten another additional there. We got really unlucky. Normally he could do 3. But here comes UI at 36 million. So just these humongous attack stats with guaranteed crit. It's kind of the strat behind these two and why it works. And yeah, now we're getting through Cell Max's health pretty quick. 24 mil on the additional for UI Goku. So that was like just perfect timing of my items. I kind of waited as late as I could until we got some defense down on him to really get through his health here. And then UI dodging out like crazy. And then we got the 17 and Frieza here. And then, yep, their defense downing as well. So just the hope here is like, we know we're going into turn 6. I don't have the best offensive rotation next turn, but we've got Tech UI's domain coming up. And the idea is if we put them in front and do a lot of dodge counters, then we should be good to go and hopefully get enough damage in, right? So we'll see what the next turn looks like. Only 2 health bars. And then we got Team Universe 7 on the end that they should be putting up like a 20 mil attack stat. We got an active skill for them as well, which I believe is a damaging attack. This worked out that we got double Tech UI because they're going to be like perfect linking partners. And we have a ton of attacks coming in slot 1. So this worked out really well that we can get a lot of dodge counters. Yeah, we did get a little bit of damage there on the extra attack. Now, the problem that you're going to find here is Cell Max, even with the defense downing we've been doing, is still tanky enough. And we're like, yeah, we still have another one of these, so sure, let's just use one of those for fun. Tech UI Goku, our Cell Max here, is still defensive enough that the dodge counters do no damage unless we crit, right? And it's just a matter of how much crit does this friend unit have and how often can they crit. But yeah, we're almost dead, but we know we got guaranteed dodges here. So like we still are teetering on the idea of like we could die as well. But we knew Tech UI there were so safe because he's guaranteed dodging. He's going to dodge counter here. You can see 3 million counters, great. And then when we crit, we do a little bit of damage. So like if he had crit on all of these, he probably would have finished Selmax off. But you can see there when we don't crit, it's double digits basically. I think doing like the nuke strat on this turn would be good too, because he would have extra stats on all of these counters and get a lot of damage that way if there's a lot of attacks coming in, right? So 21 mil, I mean, that's a great attack stat for him. So we will take that, right? It's just the untransformed one won't hit very hard. We would like a crit here though. Yes, a really nice crit. That was huge. And now we got a 16 mil additional. So at this point, I'm like, yeah, we got it. Even if it gets all the way to Team Universe 7 on the end, like they would finish for sure. But oh, he literally has a sliver left and then we finish. So yeah, Tech UI just completely finished there. So there you go. That is my 6-turn clear. Worked out pretty well, but I think whatever team you want to build, the general idea is have 2 to 3 insane damage dealers. Try to bring some of those nuking items. You could even bring Bulma attack up items. Those are good because they last like 5 turns. And then bring some defense down. And there you go. We got it. 6 turns. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.